Okay. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you are doing well. Good morning. Yay. How are you guys doing? I'm going to hydrate. Oh, I see Nicolette. I see Miriam. I see Ashley. Welcome. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Stephanie. Yay. I hope you all had a restful weekend and feel ready for some flowing today. I know some of you have also already had an entire day, so because you're in Europe. So you're like, I did it. Monday done. Oh, Helly, it's so good to see your face, your name. I just love it. Yay, it's just like the romper room. What, the room I'm streaming in? I did some improvements today because, you know, like, I feel like my working space is always a work in progress, quite literally. So I'm trying out some different things. I also made, yes, Sarah, you survived Monday. I made a little space for Pi because unfortunately she had an accident in here recently. So I added a cat box in here. So it's right off to the side of my desk. So hopefully that prevents any accidents. Always good to have more than one kitty box, as you cat owners know. I'm also kind of like organizing, putting some things up, and just trying to make this space look a little more dimensional. So, welcome to Flow. We're going to get going here in a moment. I just want to talk really briefly about these things, kind of scrolling through in the corner. So I put up my schedule for this week. Before we get going, we're not going to have this class for the next 2 Mondays. I know that sucks, but it's kind of what I have to do because I have some extra things happening this month that are really great and really exciting, but it means I also need to schedule in some more rest time for myself. So hopefully you guys are, I know you guys are understanding of that. All of you are awesome people. So this Sunday, I'm gonna be leading a inversions and arm balances fundamentals class here locally in Los Angeles at Soho Yoga. Well, thank you for saying that, Miriam. I see you. I see your comment. And then that following Monday will be a U.S. holiday here for us. So since my husband has that day off, I'm going to take advantage of some extra husband time. So this class will return on the 24th. And then it will be the end of February. It's incredible. Yes, so like Miriam mentioned in the chat, Skill is a new class I'm teaching. We're going to be doing that class actually this Friday, and we're going to be working on some more arm balances. As you see, I also have a show February 16th. It's going to be burlesque, drag, comedy, spoken word. I'm going to be belly dancing at that event, and it's all going to be about love. I'm trying to decide what love direction I want to go. I have a couple songs I want to dance to, and I'm not sure if I want to do like angry, spiteful rage love, or if I want to do like sexy, yummy love. I can't decide. But I'm going to do one of those things. For today, you and I, and all of us, are going to be working on our backs and our abs. So we're going to activate those 2 areas and planes of our body. So for this class, I suggest having a couple of blocks. A strap could be helpful if you want, if you feel really tight on some things, but I think you guys should be okay. Yeah? All right. Let's swap over to the other camera. I'm also going to turn my music all the way off. I'm gonna stick in my headphones. I'm just gonna vibe to something. Yeah? All right. Oh. Also, I'm trying on a couple different lighting things. Let me know if this overhead, it's really bright, so it's gonna take my camera like a little second to adjust. But let me know if this helps you see me a lot better. It's a really bright LED light, so it's up and above us. Oh. Up, 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 and away. Change this to my phone. Also, a long time ago, Melodia did this release of these like grunge pants, and I totally forgot that I had a pair of the pink ones. So I'm gonna be trying to do some thematic outfits for this month if you guys are down. Okay. We're gonna get started standing, mainly because I talked for the first 8 minutes of our class time. So I'm just going to take advantage of the time that we have. So I want you to feel like your feet are really grounded underneath you. I do want to kind of grab a strap, but whatever. You guys ground yourselves down a little bit. I don't even think I have my, oh yeah, I do have my straps in here. So really feel like you're working through your feet, spreading out the toes even, feeling yourself root down into the earth. Okay, I do have somewhat of a normal size band. All my other bands are so girthy. Oh, you guys can't take me anywhere, can you? And then as we're here, maybe you take these really subtle shifts, moving your weight through your feet. Maybe you start to lean a little bit more, move through the torso. Good, we'll take a big sweep up, arms reach up and overhead. And exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale again, sweep all the way back up. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Feel the tailbone lengthening, the low belly drawing in. One more time, inhale, sweep the arms up. And with your exhale, forward fold. Now, as you hinge forward and you're feeling this roundness through the spine, this bend into the knees, just let gravity do the work here for a sec. I like to encourage with a little sway from side to side, maybe my hands wrapping around the back of my head. All right, we'll let those arms drop. Let's roll ourselves up to standing again. Sweep the arms up, inhale breath. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale again, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, take it down. Now with your next inhale breath, let's bend the left knee, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Stay for that exhale breath, work into the outside of your hip. Good, let's do the other side. Inhale, left arm reaches up, right knee bends, left leg nice and long. Stay for your exhale breath. All right, we'll return both arms back down towards the floor. Inhale, roll yourselves up to standing. Sweep the arms back up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, sweep back up. Pay attention to this next transition. Exhale, hands come behind you. Interlace your fingers, connect your palms. If you're unable to get this chest expansion grip, you can grab for your band, place it behind you. Now, no matter the mobility of your shoulders, I want everybody to try to lengthen out through the arms as much as they can, and then hinge forward, working into your chest expansion grip, forward fold, okay? All right, let's bend the elbows, release the hands down towards the floor, and then step back into a high plank position. Push away from the earth, try to spiral your elbows into external rotation, glide forward, and then exhale, push up and back. With your inhale, roll back forward, and exhale, shift back. We're gonna repeat these little rolling high plank to down dogs for 3. Good, for 2. And 1. The next time you roll forwards, lower all the way down to your stomach. Tops of the feet press into the earth. We're gonna go for our low cobras, okay? So peel up your head, peel up your heart space. My microphone was deep in some titty right there. All right. Now, when you're in your low cobra, I want you to feel like the shoulder blades are pulling back, and almost like the elbows are getting tugged back behind you. Check your work, elevate your hands, see that you can still hold yourself up, and then exhale, release down. Let's go again. Hands walk back a little bit, peel up your head, peel up your heart, maybe give a little more push into your hands. For 3, for 2, and 1. Return all the way back down. Push yourself up into a tabletop position. And let's move through some cat-cows. Reach the heart space forward. Round and contract. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round and contract. Now, as you're going through these cat-cows, I feel like sometimes we kind of autopilot things. I want you to mentally connect really deeply to your abdominals. When you contract and pull in, also try to engage your pelvic floor, feel that sense of contraction and lift, and then think about pulling in the space right below your belly button. Keep going just like that through those 2 shapes. Good, last one. Come back to a neutral tailbone, but maintain your shoulder protraction. Tuck your toes, elevate your knees a couple inches. All right, hold this shape, hold this position for 3, for 2, and 1. Send it up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. With your exhale, draw your right knee in towards your nose, step through to your low lunge. Turn the left toes out, fully root the entire left foot down towards the floor. We're coming up into our Virabhadrasana 1. Now, Warrior 1's kind of a tough one to start with because there's this external hip rotation, shoulders want to face the front of the room. Breath in, exhale, take your hands down to the floor. Step back, high plank position. Lower the knees, bend the elbows towards a 90-degree bend. Good, push all the way back up, send it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, breath. Exhale, step left foot between your hands. Turn and pivot the right toes out. We're coming into our Virabhadrasana 1 on the other side. So things we notice a lot, again, hips kind of sticking up and back. Try to take them underneath you, bend into the front knee. Big stretch. Ooh, big stretch in the back of that calf muscle. Inhale, breath. Exhale, take your hands down to the floor. Step back. Lower the knees. Bend the elbows 90 degrees. Push back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, elevate your heels, bend your knees, see the front. Take a step or a hop to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way up to standing, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, let's sit into a chair position with our hands at heart center. Now, if this is uncomfortable with your feet together, know that you can separate them hip width distance, it's all good. Arms are going to reach to the front of the room next, and then they're gonna sweep back. We're gonna try to sit a little bit deeper. Nice, reach back up towards the front corner. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Interlace them, open up palms to the space where you're looking, and then push them forward in front of you. Now try to lower the torso a little more, lift the hips a little higher, torso a little bit lower, and then bring your ears in alignment with your bicep. Half chair. 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Halfway lift. And with your exhale, let's step back, high plank position. Glide through Chaturanga Dandasana. This time, let's add on our upward facing dog. So it's our first up dog, and I want us to just kind of take a moment here, wiggle out things a little bit. Oof. All right, exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. With your next inhale, elevate the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose, step through low lunge. Inhale, warrior one, lift up, stack. With your exhale, bring the hands behind you. Inhale, elevate through your chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Don't have to go super deep on these ones yet. Bring it all the way back up. Virabhadrasana 1. And with your exhale, let's go into a revolved or like prayer style warrior one. So hands come through heart center. Try to tap the left elbow towards your right knee, twist and rotate. Good, connect to the abs, the transverse abdominis. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Square off on the back foot, bring the hands to the floor, step or extend right leg back, high to mid plank. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, lift your left leg high. Oh my God, my hamstrings. Exhale, step through to your low lunge. I didn't do shit this weekend, it was awesome. But it means I feel a little tight today. All right, back in your warrior one position. Wow, this top does not want to stay up. All right, arms reach skyward. With your exhale, hands come behind you. Interlace, lift the chest. Exhale, humble. All right, bring it back up. Inhale, breath. Exhale, prayer style rotation from your warrior one. Right elbow tries to make it towards your left knee. Good, connect to those squeezy little abs in those bottom left-hand corners. 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the floor, square off, Ekapada. Upward facing dog, try to retract the shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips up and back. Let's talk about that shoulder retraction a little bit. Come down to your knees, take a little reset. So here's what tends to happen for us. I know I'm gonna make this a little bit workshoppy, but it's good for us, okay? Now, usually when people are in back bends, because we're putting, especially in those up dogs and cobras, a lot of people put it in their low back and that's it. It is a back bend, by the way, so makes sense. But what we also want to add are the shoulder blades squeezing. So in our tabletop position, let's separate the shoulders and squeeze them together. Separate, squeeze. These are known as scapular push-ups. And these are a really good exercise for developing strength in our postural muscles, in particular, working the rhomboids, subscaps. All right. Now, the next time we separate them, we're also going to roll them back. So we're going to do some arm circles here. Back, back, back. So you're feeling that elevation, the squeeze down the back. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Let's go into a high plank position. We'll keep our tuck toe position unless you absolutely hate it. Dip the hips down towards the floor. Great. Now try to do that same, like roll back and down. And I want you to hold this position. Lots of squeezy. All right, for 3, for 2, and 1, downward facing dog. Good work, everybody. All right, we'll elevate our right leg towards the ceiling. With your exhale, let's bring our knee towards our nose, round the spine. Inhale, lift the right leg back high. Same thing, right knee, right tricep off to the side. Inhale, lift the leg high. Knee to left tricep. Inhale, lift the leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through low lunge position. Here's where blocks can be really handy. Let's grab them up. Now try to stack yourself up. I always buy small, but in some clothes, I am an extra small. This top, I could shorten the straps up a little bit. It would hold a little better. All right. Enough commentary on the clothes I chose for today. Try to dip through the front of the hip. Really create space into your hip flexor. And that same action we were doing with our back, of rolling the shoulders back, I want you to get into the habit of doing that every time you lunge. Yeah. All right. With your exhale, let's take it into our hamstring stretch. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Now I want you to maintain this position. Take your right block with you. Rise all the way up to a stack. Slide the right heel forward a little bit. Point through the toe. Now externally rotate through the right arm. That means that your underarm is now facing the side of your room. Plant that block onto the floor and reach the left arm up and back. Really nice. Bring yourselves all the way back up. Rebend into the front knee. Tuck back toe, lift back knee. You should feel like you're in a really long lunge right now. Rise, give yourself a big stack. Open up, hold that balance. For 3, for 2, and 1. Close the arms together. Pivot all 10 of your toes towards the long side of your mat. Interlace, push, press up towards the ceiling. And with your exhale, release, wide-legged fold. By the way, I'm listening to the horniest playlist right now. I don't know why I didn't share it with you guys. My bad. Literally listening to garbage. Typo negative is next. Okay. All right. Let's heel toe the feet in together one time. We're going to rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Turn your right toes to the front, bend into your knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Oof. Exhale, side angle. Modified version first, so elbow to knee. Reason why, I want us to get our alignment really good. Now, if you feel like you're in the right spot, maybe you take this right arm that's resting on the knee, extend it straight forwards in front of you. Now try to take it up and overhead. Hold, feel that squeeze for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reverse triangle. Maybe you want to keep this arm orientation. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right hand down towards the floor, left arm up towards the ceiling. All right, let's take a big backstroke with that left arm. Hands onto your blocks. Work that stretch into your hamstring space. And then turn it into a twist. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Holy shit! All right, guys, return the hands down towards the floor. Rebend into your right knee. Let's move through your high to mid plank again. Oh. Hey, let's do all that on the other side. That felt really good. Left leg lifts up. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Round and connect. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. I did tell you guys we were gonna do abs. Cross body. Inhale, lift high. Knee to nose, step through, low lunge. All right, knee down. Grab your blocks. Walk them back. Oof. Okay, again, chest open, shoulders back. Just like mama taught you. Breath in. With your exhale, lengthen through the left leg, half split. Rebend into the front knee. Exhale, lengthen. I can't even talk. This feels so interesting in my body right now. Oh. We've got 2 more. All right. Now the next time we have our front leg nice and long, we're gonna stay hanging on to our left side block and bring ourselves up to stack. Left foot slides forward just a little bit. Rotate, external rotation, plant the block, reach the right arm up and back. Hold for 3, hold for 2, and 1. Bring it all the way back forward. Because you slid forward, I want you to keep that. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, rebend into the front, and then open up. You're in a more elongated lunge, more space. For 3, for 2, and 1. Close the arms together, turn yourself to the side, interlace, push, press up towards the ceiling. Oh. And with your exhale, let's release. Wide-legged fold. Oh. All right, we'll heel toe in a little bit more. Let's bring ourselves all the way up to standing. Virabhadrasana 2 to the front. Bend into your left knee. Try to work your evenness through the hips, right? We don't want to have this right hip cocked up yet. Try to take it underneath you. Organize the pelvis. Inhale, find your reverse. Oh. Exhale, take it into your modified side angle first. Elbow to thigh, right arm reaching up and overhead. Now, once you've got the leg strength, reach the left arm in front of you. Maybe you take it up and overhead, double utthita. All right, inhale, reverse triangle. Maybe you keep the arms. And exhale, triangle position. Left arm down, right arm high. All right, big sweep with this right arm. Take it down, square yourself off. Find your hamstring stretch elevated. And then turn it into your twist. Spicy. Okay, let's return, hands back onto the blocks, bend your front knee, and work through your high to mid planks. All right, from here you can stay working in your downward facing dog. You can take a proper break, child's pose position, especially if your low back feels weird from all those back bends. Also a great opportunity for water. Mine's far away. Let me grab. Helly says, oh boy, let me just say, after having a C-section, not really doing much physical therapy, I feel this so much more in my upper non-existent abs. Yes, yes, Helly. Having a C-section and working those muscles back together is such an important part of your recovery, so good job. Good job if you're still here with us. Ooh. You know, one of my very first teaching jobs, this has to be like, I'm afraid to say, maybe 14 years ago, 13 years ago, was teaching belly dance. A lot of my clients had C-sections, and it was one of the main ways they were able to like reforge the connection with their abdominals. So big suggest. Okay, babies. Now, whether you're still working in your down dog, practicing your push, I want to give you guys a couple of options of things to play with while you're here, depending on what you're interested in doing today. Yeah? So if you're in your child's pose, you can come back up to down dog. Down dogs, you can work into dolphin position. So having your forearms down onto the floor. Aim for an 11 shape while you're here. Tendency is like our hands come together, our elbows splay out. So it's really important to try to work elbows and hands into alignment. All right, so very activating for our upper backs here. We're still like trying to create some sense of external rotation spiral. Good, if you're wanting to do something a little bit different, then I'm gonna offer up you trying for some pike push-ups. So hands come up, feet work together, and they come forward and together. You wanna feel like you're really up high on your tippy toes. Notice I am very piked and very tight. Now you have that same external rotation through the arms, almost like you're trying to be in your dolphin position, okay? Really important distinction there. And then for those pike push-ups, you wanna lean forward, bend the elbows, and push, right? You're not going straight down like head to floor. You wanna go forwards. It's very triceptual. I'm gonna do 3 more. Woo! Holy shit. All right, let's all make our way to the front of our mat. Damn. Shake that off your hands a little bit, especially if you're doing those pike push-ups with me. Oh my God. All right, let's all take a nice little halfway lift. And then with your exhale, forward fold. Now we're gonna try to do a curling fold. So bring your chin towards your chest. Look up at where your belly button or navel is and try to pull yourself really deep into your compression. I like to grab for the backs of my legs. It kind of helps me get that action in my body. All right, last 3, last 2, and 1. Lengthen out through your spinal column. Rise all the way through like you're working through a halfway lift, and arms up towards the ceiling. Hands come to heart center, chair position, breath in. Exhale, prayer twist. Left elbow to the right thigh. Good. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, twist to the left. All right, take it back through center. We're gonna work back through our half chair position, and then we're gonna try for an arm balance. All right, so hands at heart center, interlace, push, press, and then start to hinge forward. Now this is a major upper back activator, guys, as you can see why. We're trying to lift up the arms. We're trying to lift our butt. If you've got a mirror where you're practicing, try to check your work. Now maybe the heels come up for 3, for 2, and 1. Release, take your hands to the floor. Knees open up wide, triceps, knees. We're going for crow position. So hands onto the floor. Start to shift forward. Maintain your rounded spine or protracted shoulder position. Now maybe the knees don't, or sorry, the feet don't leave the floor. Maybe 1 picks up, maybe 2 picks up. Belly draws in. For 3, good, for 2, and 1. Lower your toes to the floor. Take your knees down to the floor. All right, we're gonna work some Lalasana prep next. Recommend having some blocks for this one. If you wanna give your wrists a break, you can find a different grip on your medium blocks. All right, so for Lalasana, this could be torture if you have flat feet, all right? Because we're gonna press onto the tops of our feet. If you get a cramp, just tuck your toes, you'll be fine. All right, so blocks or hands on the floor if you're pretty advanced. We're gonna push, contract, pull the knees in towards our chest, yeah? Return back down to the floor. Exhale, push. Remember earlier, keep going. Remember earlier when I was talking in our cat-cows about connecting to the low abs? Do that every time you lift here. Mentally create the connection. And if your wrists and arms need a break, take a break. We're gonna do 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Now on this last one, babies, maybe you try to pick up your feet. Maybe you try to sweep through, else sit, and sit on back. Okay, I know, it's already so mean. We're gonna go through some more abdominal activators. Okay, so first step, either let's just work our 1 leg march at a time. Sometimes I give too many options. All right, so blocks, further away, the harder this is. The closer they are, the easier it is. You can also lean back for some assistance, okay? We're gonna push, lift our right leg. Lift your left leg. Lift your right leg. Left, right, left. Now this is very quaddy, but your quads and your hip flexors are connected to your abs. That's good, right? I know like there's some yoga trainings that are like, don't engage your quads, engage your abs. Fuck those people. Create the full frontline connection. Good, last 3. Last 2. And 1. Relax. Shake out your quads a little bit. Now you can take these next 15 seconds or so to recover if that was a lot for you. If you have more strength, we're gonna try for both, okay? So either you're resting or you're moving on with me. Hands on blocks or hands on floor. Let's fucking go. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, keep it up. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Oh. Are you guys ready to stretch your quads out? Me too. Bend into your knees, bring your feet to the floor. Push forward, knees over toes. Oh my God, my jam's on. Crystal castles. All right, guys. Let's head back into downward facing dog. So earlier I was watching this like really old school footage of BK Iyengar. He's like one of the fathers of bringing yoga to the West. Anyways, he was doing this crazy transition, which I haven't done in a really long time. And I probably should have practiced this before I just do it live during stream. But there is a way to get back into your downward facing dog from a seated position. It's basically like a rollover. Okay, so think about it, right? If you want to like roll over yourself and land in a down dog, you want your hands to be like up and over your shoulders, like you're going into a wheel position. Okay, I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna like warm it up a little bit. I'm scared. Oh my God, I'm scared. Okay, that was scary. I'm so curious if anybody tried that. All right. Anyways, we lived, we survived. Let's go into our last flow of class, okay? New things coming. Okay, right leg lifts, hip opens, knee bends. If you want, drop it back. Oh. Try to really push. Oh. Good, maybe you walk this in a little tighter. Oh. All right, let's bring it around. 3-legged dog. Oh shit, guys, 9 Inch Nails Closer is playing right now. Right knee, left tricep, kick it out. Fallen triangle. Oh. Now you can stay here. You can try to pull in, pick up your right leg. Maybe you grab for the foot. Take it up and overhead. Visvarastrasana. Release, right leg to ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through to your low lunge position. Lower the left knee down. Reach up, Anjaneyasana. With your exhale, lengthen through the front leg, floating half split position. Bring yourself all the way up, point the right toe, grab the left heel, half camel pose. With your exhale, bring it all the way back towards the front. Tuck left toes, lift up your left knee, rise up to your extended crescent. Bring the hands together, pivot towards the left-hand side. Interlace, push, press. Arms towards the ceiling, inhale, breath. Exhale, wide-legged fold. Now you can stay right here, vibe like you've been vibing. If you have inversions in your practice that you want to work, whether that's headstand, handstand, let's take some time doing that right now since we're approaching our last bits of class. I'm gonna work a headstand, okay? So I'm gonna do tripod style. Crown of the head, both hands. If you took my skill class, right, like Miriam was mentioning, we went over this. You form a triangle between those 2 points. Crown of the head, place your thumb at your third eye, middle finger, that's the crown, all right? Bring it down to the floor. Once you're on that crown, you can walk the knees up onto the triceps one at a time. Now keep that roundness in the shoulders. Maybe you bring yourself up, right out. All right, headstanders. Let's heel toe the feet in a little bit. Rise all the way up to standing. I gotta dance this part out. You get me closer to God. What did he mean by that? Right toes turn to the front, warrior two. Are you guys going to the 9 Inch Nails tour? Reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, right elbow to thigh, left arm high. Take it into that full reach. Ooh. Right arm, double utthita. Extend, take it into your double utthita triangle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, find your reverse triangle. And with your exhale, square off to the front. Good, take it into your twist. Exhale, bring hands down towards the floor. High to mid plank. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Let's go side 2. Left leg lifts, hip opens. Let's do our drop back. Maybe you walk it in a little bit tighter. All right, bring it around, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, kick it out. Maybe you pick up the foot. Visramesrasana. I know, this shit's crazy, guys. All right, let's release. Left leg to ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose, step through low lunge. Inhale, find your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half split position. Now keep the lower body, bring yourself up to stack. Right hand, right heel, left arm up and back. All right, bring yourself back up, tuck the toes, elongated lunge. Bring the hands together, Turn to the side, interlace, push, press. With your exhale, wide-legged fold, take it down. You can go for the same thing, right? Chillin', vibin'. Maybe you went for some press stuff, some handstand stuff. I'm gonna do forearm press. It's been a minute. Bangarang. That shit's hard. All right. Okay. I've done it all, guys. Let's bring ourselves up. Warrior 2, I guess. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Double utita, let's fucking go. Double utita triangle, gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. Inhale, reverse try. With your exhale, take it to the front. Spin off that back heel. Square, square, square. Twist. My God. All right, return back. High to mid plank. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Knees to the floor. Woo! Child's pose, well deserved. All right, let's bring ourselves up. Contract your back like a little kitty cat. Slide yourself up. Take some kneeling cat cows. All right. From this contracted position, let's bring ourselves up. Big sweep around with the arms. Bring the hands to support your low back. Camel position is our next stop. We did so many half camels. We got to do a full one. All right. Push your hippies forward. Damn, this floor's hard. Let me double up my mat. You can reach back. Give yourself that push forward. Resupport the spine, bring yourselves back up, and then gather the knees together, make a little ball. All right, we'll bring ourselves back up. Let's spread out our knees like we're in a child's pose position, but then take your hips forward. So you're like this little kitten cat right here. Try to walk the shoulders back, open up through the chest, open up through the groin. Good, you can walk down to your forearms. You can swing out the knees and work into your splat, prone frog. I'm just vibing to Smashing Pumpkins right now. All right, let's pull ourselves forward. Oh, organize your legs back behind you. Oh, and then scoot your cute little booties back. We're gonna do a stretch that I nabbed from Irene last week. It's so fucking good. Okay. Right arm reaches forward, but at like a slight diagonal out to the side. So not straight and forward, a little bit out to the side. Now your entire hand is on the floor, okay? You're not lifting up fingers or anything, but I want you to accentuate you internally rotating. So think about spinning the eye of the elbow down, bend the left knee, roll onto your right hip. All right, let's bring ourselves back. Let's do the same thing other side. Left arm reaches forward, slight diagonal. Think about internally rotating. So trying to rotate the chest down. Right knee bends. Oh my God, wow. All right, we'll bring ourselves back towards center. Final back bend. We're gonna go for a floor bow, then we're done. I pinky promise. All right, knees bend. Try to bring your heels to your bum. Reach back. See if you can grab the feet, the ankles, whatever you got. All right. Now we're going to take a breath in here. And with your exhale, kick the feet into the hands. When you're out of kick, try to lift up. Oh, I feel like I'm really close to rolling back onto my thighs. Come on. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Oh. All right. Bring yourself up and back. Oh. We'll sit on our butts. Feet together, knees wide. And then hinge forward, round over the feet. Bring yourself all the way back up. Roll down onto your back. Happy baby, Ananda Balasana. All right, we'll bring our knees back in. Let's do a quick twist over towards the left. And then we'll take a quick twist to the right. Let's gather ourselves back to center and we'll give ourselves a final little squeeze of gratitude. As always, friends, it's an honor to teach you, an honor to flow with you. I hope you enjoyed our practice today. Good job, you guys. Woo! Wow. Holy smokes. Oh. Miss Metaphysical said, try the sitting roll over to downward facing dog. I'm going to need that playlist. Let me deliver it. Let me deliver this playlist to you all right now. I feel good. I feel like I blew my own back out, not in like the bad way, in the sexy way, if that makes sense. Playlist link incoming. I love that you love it, Stephanie. Playlist delivered. I'm listening to Liquid Love. It's one of the last tracks. Good, Miriam. I'm glad you like it. I know, especially as like a dancer, it's really good to work on that scapular connection. Died, but love it. Yay. Come to more classes, Helly. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, you fully made it through Monday. Good job. So as a reminder for the rest of this week, as it shows on the schedule over here, we have our reset, we have our skill. I know it's not super great. If you are on a small device, you might not be able to see it, but reset Wednesday. So that's like our super chill myofascial stretchy class. And then this Friday, we're gonna work skill. What skill? I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out when we get closer. You guys know I like to plan things, but I also like need things open-ended because I'm an impulsive little Aries. So I I need structure, but I also need freedom all at the same time. So I'll figure it out when we get closer. Yeah, I have that show coming up in Long Beach. I'm gonna work on that choreo today. Gotta figure out what I wanna do. We'll see. I've got the costume lined up. You guys are gonna shit when you see it. It's so pretty. I love that, Sarah. Isn't that the best feeling? Like you go through your day, you do your thing, you've like, obviously I've been awake and doing things. But then once you do like a physical practice or a workout, you're like, oh, now I'm really alive. And that's like the benefit of this. I love it. I love it. I'm so glad that you guys joined me. Every time I do those scapula push-ups, I realize I need to do a lot more. Yeah. Yes. So Nicolette, that's kind of my thing that yeah, like I need to be seen a little bit better. And so I think I like this setup. I think it works. So I'm gonna stick with it like this. I'm just kind of using the curtains, like I'll back up. They're just kind of, I cleaned this garage door. First of all, the garage door behind me was fucking disgusting. And I spent an entire weekend scrubbing it top to bottom. So at first, I wanted to just hide it, but now that it's like clean, I'm like, okay, it's fine. So yeah, I think for being able to visually see me, I think it works. My hair is doing something right now, guys. Do you see this? I feel like this flow did this hair. Thanks, India. Thanks for joining. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. This was sweet. This was lovely. I'm gonna go make myself breakfast. I didn't get it together to make breakfast before this, so I was running on empty, which I don't recommend, but sometimes you gotta just do things. I didn't have time. As a retired interior designer and set dresser, I like that it looks like drapes around windows. Thanks, Nicolette. That's a really good point. Thank you. The magic of yoga, yeah. It looks like I had like a little sexy foray with myself. Appropriate. All right, everybody. Adore you, love you. The Chaos and Loop podcast. Half the stretches you do, I could never. Well, I've been doing them a while, so it takes time. This was definitely a tough practice, you guys. Like if you didn't get to a lot of the things, just know that I was very mean to you today. Okay? Thanks, Nicolette. Yes, thank you, Sarah. I will enjoy my breakfast. Thank you, everybody. Yes, bisous, Miriam, bisous. And yeah, I won't see you guys next Monday, the following, but I will see you the next, okay? Thanks for coming.